Happy Wednesday, guys. Today's home workout is an interval style workout where we're doing 5 rounds, 90 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest of kettlebell swings and double unders. So you're gonna start off with 1 kettlebell swing, then you're gonna go into 5 double unders, then you're going 2, then 10, 3, 15, 4, and 20, and etc. And you keep adding. First 90 seconds, guys, wherever you finish off, you're gonna start from in your second round, and so on until you finish those 5 rounds. Since you have that break and we're only going 90 seconds, I want you guys to keep a really high intensity when you're doing this. So pick those weights, pick those progressions for your skipping that you can maintain a good intensity. For the workout again, see if you can get to the round of 10 here. If you can try and go a little bit heavier with the kettlebell swings, which is prescribed. And if you can't, just use your regular kettlebell weight and just keep your intensity high here. After that, guys, afterburner will be stretch for the hips. So we're trying to mobilize the hips here. 90 seconds of a lizard stretch and then 90 seconds of a Fragon Stretch here. We'll go in more details in the later videos to show you how to do that. But the main focus will be to just kind of open up the hips and again, get you guys ready for the next workout of the day. Hope you guys enjoy the workout and the afterburner. We'll see you guys next for the warm-up.
Okay, let's get ready to warm up here. Today's warm-up is an AMRAP 6. So we're moving for 6 minutes. Okay, so it's not about doing 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds. You move at the pace that you consider is a warm-up, that gets your heart rate going elevated, that gets the muscles fired up in the movements that we're trying to get your hamstrings, your glutes, and your upper back muscles like your lats, your rhomboids. Focus on the area versus focusing on the speed or the rounds that you're doing today. Okay, get warmed up. So first movement, going for 30 double unders, 60 singles. So if you don't have a skipping rope, go into those hops. So hop, single tap, hop, single tap, or maybe it's a double tap. So hop, double tap, hop, double tap. Repeating that, guys, for the 30, for double unders would be the 30 hops with a double tap, okay? So that would be equivalent. When you're done that, from there you're going 5 per side of your single arm rope. So find an object, could be a band, could be a weight, kettlebell here in this case, guys. You're gonna lean forward. If you find it a little bit awkward, you don't have another object on the other hand, feel free to follow along. If your stance is a little bit off, feel free to go into that split lunge. Okay, whatever feels comfortable. But the intention here is, again, squeeze your shoulder blades together, pull your shoulder blade back. Start pulling that object by pushing and flexing your elbow. So pushing your elbow to the ceiling without shrugging forward. Okay, so shoulder blade back, flex your elbow, squeeze your armpit, right between your arm and your rib, guys. Keep that muscle nice and active. Extend that arm, retract, row. Again, going for 5 before you switch sides. After that, then you're going for 5 as well on both sides. Your Bulgarian squat. So find an object that you can step back onto that is elevated. I'm choosing a smaller object because I know some of you guys may not have a taller object. But if possible, maybe it's the couch, maybe it's a chair, picking a higher object to allow you to get into your hip flex a little bit better. Lower object, you just need to get longer, okay? From there, you're gonna go down, think about knee go straight to the floor, okay? Squeeze your butt to get that quad stretched out, then drive through your heel to activate your hamstrings. At all times, guys, think about keeping your glutes nice and active so your pelvis is in a neutral position versus in this tilted position. So glutes tight, core tight. As you're doing your Bulgarian squat, going for, again, 5 on both sides where you're trying to really fire up hamstrings and your glutes while keeping that core and hips in control, okay? And go for 6 minutes, get warmed up. Hopefully that gets the heart rate going for you. So for your kettlebell swings, something new that I want to talk about here, guys. that sometimes maybe we miss, we don't mention it enough, is your knee position. So I will see when the kettlebell's going down, things look awesome. As soon as you're about to shift your weight to go up, sometimes I'll see the knees shift. You may not even notice that. But when your knees shift, your weight is now transferring to mid-foot to the front of the foot. So now I got my lifters on, but you can still see that the weight is off my heels. So now I'm pushing and driving my hips through my quads. So knee position on the rebound is very critical. So when you go back up, don't let your knees scoot forward too quickly, okay? Keep your knees somewhat back to create tension in those hamstrings to get everything out of your hips, but coming from the hamstring opposed to your quad. This is such a common problem that is seen on Olympic lifts, whether it be the jerk, whether it be the clean or snatch. This is your time where you can fix that knee position, which is, for Olympic lift, is that second pull, when you're transitioning from the first to second pull. Now, if that's too complicated, or you're not sure what that means, ignore me, just focus on the knee position on your kettlebell swing spin.
For those double unders, if you have them, let's work on those double unders today. If you're at that 30 range, for example, see if you can break them up into sets of 20, or if you want to try it, seeing if you can do bigger sets today, this is the great day to try and start, or a great workout to start doing that. If you don't have double unders, let's go single skips, or we can go for some running skips here, guys. Also, you can use that previous option from before, which is the double tap hop. So you're gonna keep the feet together, you're gonna jump up, double tap your sides for 60 reps total. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that workout. The afterburner today, we're gonna cool down with some stretching, specifically for that hip. We're gonna go into a 90-second lizard stretch. So very similar to kind of like a Spider-Man, a lunge stretch as well. What we're gonna do here, back knee on the floor, front knee kind of perpendicular to the ground. We're going to keep them both laying on the floor so my knee's not coming off the ground. I'm going to think about, in this position, lowering my elbows, getting as close as possible to the ground here, working in that position, trying to open up that hip or even get a little bit deeper of a hamstring stretch on my left side there. We're going to go for 90 seconds on that one side, and then once you're ready, you can switch. Same idea here, keeping that shin vertical, back knee on the floor, getting nice and deep into that position. Make sure you're breathing as you do that. Once you're done that, guys, we're going to go into that Fragon Stretch, which is a little bit more of the adductors and opening up that groin. So getting into a lunge position here, what we're going to do is twist 45, so we're kind of opening up that hip here. Then we're going to reach out in front of us, so in that 45-degree direction, and then push our hip back. And as you do this, you should feel a stretch in that groin area, a little bit in the hamstring, depending on how tight you are. And you want to make sure that knee is not falling inwards, so you're actively pressing or pushing that knee out as you're sitting down into that stretch there. Once you do that, guys, on that one side, switch, same idea, the opposite side. I'm going to get into my lunge first, twist 45, reach out, and push my butt back as much as I can. That will be the stretch for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the afterburner, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next workout.